Hello, everyone, and welcome to our class. My name is Tammy. For those who don't know me, our class is a Hatha yoga class. So we're going to challenge ourselves, but working at our own level, having the props around you so that you're ready to go. I will give you lots of different ways, alternatives for movements, maybe that don't work for you. Sometimes I need a little bit more support for my knees. So we are always working through different things for our physical body and our mind. And I want you just starting to be aware and noticing these things. Our Hatha yoga class, our theme is on energy. At this time, maybe you're feeling that your energy is low. So we're going to try our very best, but we are going to be able to do it by using our breath, by moving. And that is definitely going to be able to help you feel energized again. And then you're going to be able to have a good sleep. That's what we always want, our goal. So into our warm up, we begin at the top of our mat. And at the top of our mat, we stand with both of our feet flat down towards the floor. And you can do a little shift through your body. Okay. Now, at times, we get a little bit slouchy. So we're going to stand up nice and tall here. And then drop your tailbone down towards the ground. So as you do this, you notice that you're able to now draw your navel in towards the spine. That is for your support into the spine. With our feet, feeling your big toe, baby toe mount, drawing down towards the ground, and then on each side of the heel, drawing down. And that is your foundation. Always through our foundation, we do our movements. Could be your feet, could be our hands. So with that lovely posture with our shoulders up and back down, we take a nice big inhale breath, drawing the arms up overhead. And then with our exhale breath, bending through the knees, dive forward. And when you're diving forward with your flat back. Let yourself hang. Let your head go. We could do a sway side to side. My knees are still bent. Come to the center. And now inhale, come up to halfway with our flat back. Exhale, release, fold, head hangs. Inhale all the way up, come up with a nice flat back, straight spine, arms overhead, and then exhale, hands to heart center. The breath we use is a Ujjayi breath, a nice strong breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the mouth. Place your hands now down by the sides with your thumbs pointing towards the front, standing tall. Attach the string to the top of your head and draw up, tailbone down towards the ground. And we're going to curl down one vertebra at a time. So tip your chin towards your chest and then just slowly coming down one vertebra at a time. We lower, let your head, arms dangle in front. Soft knees, bending through the knees. And now coming up, one vertebra at a time, stacking each one on top of each other. And we stand tall. We do that again. Tip your chin to the chest. And then rolling down one vertebra at a time. Soft knees. Now we make our way up. Knees pointing towards the front. And we stand tall, feeling your foundation again. Namaste. We'll go through our warm up just a little bit slower at first. Our first sun salutation. With an inhale breath, we draw our arms up overhead. That Ujjayi breath. Hear your voice. Hear your breath as we exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release. Take your hands down to the ground. Step back with the right foot and our left foot, and we hold here for our plank. We make our ski slope here, gripping your mat with your finger pads to take pressure off of your wrists. See if that helps. Spread your fingers out. So fan your fingers, jump the body forward. Now come down to your knees. Elbows hug your waist. So you're going to be super strong here as you lower, nice and slow, into the ground. Uncurl the toes. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, release. Do that 2 more times. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, 1 more time through. Hear your breath. Exhale to downward facing dog. So bring the toes back and push up into an upside down V and alternate knee bends. Bend through the knees, look to the hands, and walk your feet to the top of your mat. Ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Feel your foundation for your feet. And inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. You can add a little back bend there when you reach up towards the sky. With an inhale, draw your arms overhead. Reach, shine your heart up. And exhale, dive forward, draw your navel in, engage. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to plank. We're moving a little bit quicker here, but working at your own pace. Jumping the body forward, come down to the knees, lower, elbows hug. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now exhale, breath, bend through the knees, lift the hands and walk your feet to the top of the mat. Ankles, knees, hips in line, or big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold, draw your bottom up. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. And then exhale, hands to the heart center. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, dive forward, draw your navel in towards the spine as you do so. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga. Jump that body forward. We lower it and bring your knees down. Inhale, up dog. Elbows hug, hug, hug the waist. And exhale, downward facing dog. We are breathing. Exhale, breath. Bend through the knees, look to the hands, walk your feet to the top of the mat. Big toes may touch or ankles, knees, hips in line. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale all the way up, come up with a nice straight spine, arms overhead, and then exhale, hands to your heart center. Beautiful. Namaste. Inhale to squat, sit down in that squat. Come up with your exhale breath and dive forward, just like we did before. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plank, chaturanga. Again, that jumping the body forward. You can come down to the knees, elbows hug your waist. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We add on a part here. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, step between your hands, and then you can come up to a high lunge or just keep it down for your low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-legged dog, left leg lifts. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, high lunge or keep it low. Exhale, downward facing dog. Here we hold. Are you able to hear your breath? Exhale, breath, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat with your big toes touching here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to squat. Adding that part in. Now coming all the way up with your exhale breath and take your arms the opposite way. One more time. Inhale to squat. Exhale, come up and dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to plank. You can do a big step back or jump. Jutting the body forward, we come into our chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, just like before. Exhale, step your foot forward, right foot forward, and into your lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, come up, push your right heel back. It's going to be stronger for you. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we're breathing. And exhale, breath, bend through the knees, walk stepper, jump your feet to the top. Big toes are touching, not your heels. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to squat. And then exhale, coming all the way up and arms wrap the opposite way. Woo. Are you getting warm like me? Who needed all those back bends in there with the up dogs? I definitely did. Lots of forward movements that I've been doing. Okay, into our squat here. So keep it at the heart center. Sit your bottom back. Now checking that the knees are not passing your toes. So you're sitting your bottom back. Let's come into our twist. Inhale, we hold. Exhale, twist your body towards the right side. Now, square those knees. The left knee will want to jut forward. We're not going to let it. We're going to pull it back. You can release your right hand towards the sky, and your fingers are shooting up towards the sky. You can turn your gaze. So your drishti gaze is at your right thumb. With the exhale breath, make your way out. Now we're going to take our hands down, draw your bottom up to the sky, let your head, and we release, let go. Maybe a nice sway side to side. Now sometimes this doesn't work with both of our toes together, big toes together. You can have ankles, knees, and hips in line. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold, bottom up. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. Now exhale, sit back down into squat. Inhale, hold. Exhale, twist towards the left side. Right knee will want to jump forward this time. Don't let it, pull it back. You can take your left hand up towards the sky. You can turn your gaze. So you're looking at your left thumb. With the exhale breath, come out. And we do that hang again. So arms down, hands down, and let yourself hang. We let everything go. Inhale, breath, come up to halfway, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. Shine your heart up to the sky and exhale, hands to your heart center. Beautiful. Okay, our next pose will be into crescent moon. Now I know I'm a little bit out of the camera here with my hands and my arms, so I'm just going to show you what it's going to look like. When you bring your arms overhead, my hands will look like this. I'm intertwining my fingers. I can keep my index fingers pointing up towards the sky, and then I'm going to wrap my thumbs around each other. Long through the waist, and then you're making a crescent shape with your body. So with your inhale, lift, and then exhale, we tip over towards the sky. Okay, let's do that together, everyone. Here we go. With an inhale breath, draw your arms overhead, intertwine your fingers. Exhale, come up and over to the right side. Keeping both sides of your waist long. So shoulders soft, arms by your ears. And we're breathing, of course, the Ujjayi breath, that nice strong breath, hear your breath. Now with our inhale breath, we make our way out. With our exhale breath, release and dive forward. Let's get our balance back. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold, head hangs. Inhale all the way up. Okay, into our other side. Crescent moon, intertwine your fingers, wrap the thumbs around the opposite way. And then exhale, tip up and over to the other side. We have our long waist on both sides. Don't worry about how far that you come. With an inhale breath, make your way back. And the exhale breath, we have our dive forward and we release. Let go, just let yourself go. You have those nice soft knees, so bend in your knees. Now inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale all the way up, draw your arms overhead, and then exhale, hands to your heart center. Place your hands onto your hips. Bend through the knees. Now do a step or do a jump out with the ankles, knees, and hips in line with each other. Shift through the hips. We have 2 more forward folds to go. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Feel your foundation through your feet. Now exhale, dive forward with your peace fingers. Wrap them around your big toes. Okay. Exhale, bend and take your elbows out to the sides. Very good. Push your bottom up. So we're going to get that stretch into our hamstrings. You know, still the knees bent. Can you let your head hang? With the inhale breath, release your toes and step your hands forward. Exhale breath, come up to halfway, and we have our nice straight spine, flat back here. Place your hands into your hips. Inhale all the way up into a back bend. It's through the upper part of your back, and shine your heart up. And then exhale, release. One more forward fold with an inhale, draw your arms overhead. Scoop up the air, and then exhale, dive forward. With your palms of your hands, take them under the balls, the soles of your feet, your toes go to your wrist crease. Now you're pressing onto those hands. I'm going to give them a little squish here. Let your head hang, elbows come out to the sides, draw your bottom up. Inhale breath, release one hand at a time, step forward, getting the blood flowing back. Exhale, come up to halfway, place your hands onto the hips, flat back. Inhale all the way up to the back bend. And exhale. Release. Our next pose, triangle pose, Trikonasana. We're going to bend through the knees and step the right foot back. Turning on the ball of the foot and then lining your heels up with the front heel with your back arch. Now you're wide enough so that you can feel that opening into the hips. Left knee is always pointing forward. It sometimes will want to turn in, and that has to do with your hips being a little bit tighter. Inhale, sweep your arms up. You can straighten both legs now and jump the body forward. Exhale, twist, rotate, and then opening up your arms. Now take your left hand down. Where does it want to go? You can have that knee bend still go, of course. Now where can you have your hand? Is it on the ankle? Is it on the floor? Is it higher? You can turn your head so your gaze is at your right side. Oh my gosh, so much to do. Now we breathe. Then we add all that in, I know. Great focus, great concentration. Turning your head back towards me, and now inhale, drawing up. Exhale, windmill your right and then left hand down towards the ground. Again, that left knee can be bent. Take your left hand onto the hip with a nice inhale breath. Exhale, twist towards the left side. You can take your left hand away from the hip and follow your left thumb, your eyes. Exhale breath, come out of the twist. Inhale breath, windmill your right and then left arm back up. Bend through the knees and step right to the top of the mat. Woo, we did all of that. I'm going to switch sides. You can too, just so that you can see me with opening up, but you don't have to switch sides. Okay, everything will be on the left, what we just did. So our triangle pose, bending through the knees and step the left foot. And then turning on the ball of the foot. Again, where would you like your heels to be? Would you like them in line or the front heel with the back arch? So front heel with the back arch could be a little bit more open for the hips. Now, right knee could be bent or legs straight. Inhale, sweep your arms up, shoulder height, jump the body forward. Exhale, rotate. Now, keeping your waist nice and long, we come down. And again, where would you like your hand to be? This is here where you might like to use a stool, a block to rest your hand. So you're going to have to come all the way down towards the ground. What about your great gaze, your drishti? Would you like to look at your left thumb? Inhale breath, make your way back. Exhale, windmill your left and then right hand down. Good. Inhale, take your right hand onto the right hip. Exhale, twist towards the right side. Take your right hand away from the hip. You may look that right thumb. How is your twist? How are you feeling open into the rib cage? With your exhale breath, come out. Inhale breath, windmill your left and then right arm back. Exhale, bend through the knees and step to the top of your mat and a shift through the hips. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to switch sides. We're at the top of the mat. Now, we're moving into warrior B, bending through the knees. Step, so that lunge again, bending through the knees and step the right foot back, bring it on the ball of the foot. This is when we do have our left knee bent the whole time. Inhale, sweep your arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, lunge forward and look over your middle finger. And notice your waist. Is your waist over top of your pelvis? Or are you leaning forward? So try to get it over top of your pelvis. And shoulders. We'll relax them and breathe. Let's do another windmill. So take your right arm up and over and left hand coming down. So left, right hand down towards the ground. Here we place our left hand onto the left hip with an inhale. And exhale, twist towards the left side. So just a little bit differently. You get both legs straight. And you come into the twist. Your left hand can be off the hip, shooting the energy out through your left fingers. With the exhale breath, come out of the twist. Inhale, windmill your right and left arm up. Exhale breath, bend to the knees and step to the top of the mat and a shift to the hips. Whoop. Into our other side. Bend through the knees and step left foot back. So same thing on the other side, just what we did. Inhale, sweep your arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, lunge forward. Look over your midfoot. With that exhale breath, sit lower. Exhale breath, let those shoulders release, soften. Inhale, windmill your left and then right hand down towards the ground. Did I say inhale? And then exhale, hold. Inhale, take your right hand onto the right hip. Exhale, breath. twist towards the right side. You can have a block that you're resting your left hand on. I'm so sorry, I never said. So you don't have to come down so low too. You can take your right hand away from it, shooting the energy out through your fingers. Now exhale breath, come out of the twist. Inhale, windmill your left, right arm back up, and bend through the knees and step to the top of your mat and a shift. Whew, big openings into our hips. Now hips and hamstrings, glutes, they have so much of an impact on how our back is feeling. So this is really, really important for us as we progress through our daily life, into our work life, into our personal life. Okay, at the top of the mat, we'll move through 3 poses, and some of you know these 3 poses that we've done before, and it's warrior B, extended side angle, and exalted. So bend over the knees, step the right foot back, turn on the ball of the foot. Here we are. Inhale, draw your arms up to shoulder height, warrior B. Exhale, lunge forward. Inhale, take your right arm over to extended side angle. Exhale, hold. Inhale to exalted warrior. And exhale, hold, shoulder soft. Inhale to warrior B. Exhale, hold. Inhale to extended side angle. And exhale, hold. Inhale to exalted warrior. Exhale, hold. One more time through. Inhale, warrior B. Exhale, hold. Sit down with that lunge. Inhale, extended side angle. And exhale, hold. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, hold. Inhale back to warrior B. And exhale, bend through the knees and step to the top of the mat. And just a little shift. Just gotta turn off a light that it's not working properly here. Okay, into our next side. So I'm just gonna switch sides so that you can see me open up. Bending through the knees and step the left foot back, turn on the ball of the foot. Inhale to warrior B. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, hold. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, hold. Inhale, warrior B. Exhale, hold. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, hold. Inhale, exalted warrior. And exhale, hold. One more time through. Inhale, warrior B. Exhale, sit down. That lunge. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, hold. Inhale, warrior, exalted warrior. And exhale, hold. Inhale, back to warrior B. Exhale, bend through the knees, step to the top of the mat. And it shifts through the hips. Whew, very great for those hips, that opening there at the top of the mat. Okay, pyramid pose. Bend through the knees, step the right foot back, turn on the ball of the foot. You can have your back toes out to a 45-degree angle. My hips are a little bit tight. Usually they're a little bit tight. And so I'm going to have all my toes forward facing right now. Just depends on how you're feeling. Square those hips. So if your hips can point forward, try your toes coming out a little bit. Back toes. Okay. So you're going to pull the left hip back. Right hip will come forward. Just checking those knees. You might want all of your toes facing forward. Take the hands behind your bottom. Hold on to your hands. Draw the navel in, or you're holding onto opposite elbows. Inhale, breath. Coming into a back bend. Draw the navel towards the spine. And then exhale, fold forward. Left knee may be bent, or both legs straight. Drishi's at the left big toe. We come down with a flat spine, flat back, straight spine. However you like to say it. Now, notice that you're gripping with your toes. See if you can move them a little bit here. Inhale, coming all the way up to our back bend. And then the exhale breath, re-release into warrior C, your Virabhadrasana C, both legs straight. You're taking your right leg up. So you'll be perpendicular towards the ground. Flex the right foot. It is stronger. Both legs straight. It is stronger. Push your heel back as if you're pushing into a wall. Now you can come out and then step towards the front. All the same on the other side. And we know what's coming now, so we can do it. The other side. Okay, left foot comes back. Now we're coming into pyramid again. Pull the right hip back. Hands come behind your bottom. Hold on to the hands or opposite elbows. Inhale, draw the navel into your back bend. And then the exhale, we fold forward. Look at your right big toe. Continue to pull the right hip up. Left hip forward. Inhale, make your way back up, and we'll make our way into our back bend. Shine your heart up to the sky, and now exhale. Warrior C, Virabhadrasana C. Now again, both legs straight, taking your left leg up, perpendicular to the floor, and the toes. Flex the left foot, as if you're pushing into the back wall, the wall behind you, and we hold. Strong. Coming out, no time there, and then step to the top of the mat. And just shift to the hips. Whew. How is your back doing? Lots of support. It is that core strength. It is your bandhas, those energy locks that are going to help you. So that inhale breath, we always think about lengthening. The exhale breath, could be a release, it could be a twist, but both breaths, they are strong breaths. Okay, at the top of our mat, a little shift through the hips. We're gonna let ourselves hang. So inhale, draw your arms overhead, ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Feel your foundation. Dive forward, we let ourselves hang. Let your head go. Let everything release. Now we have our nice ragdoll here. Let's come up nice and slow and controlled, stacking one vertebra at a time on each other. So we stand tall. Now, if you do any kind of rounding through the back, as we just did, it might not work for you. It might not work for you because different, of course, our backs are all different. But some people have had surgery on their back and they cannot do that. It is better always to come then up, bending through the knees and having that nice flat back. Okay, so just notice where you're going to work with, because it may say something and you're going to say, I can't do that, or that's not going to work for me because maybe there's a little twinge there or something like that. So don't do it. You don't need to. We're working with what we have, our bodies. Shift through the hips here, making our way down towards the ground, and we'll do a half of a Namaste. So right from that beginning here. So you can do it on your own time, or you can follow me. I am going to do it a little bit faster. So you can follow me. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, everyone, when you're at downward facing dog, bend to the knees, lift your hands, walk, step, or jump to seated. And then sit down on your bottom. Extend both of your legs forward. Now, this is just like when we were standing. Your toes are up towards the sky. as if you're feeling your foundation here, even though your feet are not flat. Now remove the fleshy part from your bottom. So you're on your sits bones and sitting up nice and tall here. Into Dandasana. Take your hands down by the side of the body and sit up nice and tall. With a little exhale breath, you can tip your chin just a little bit, as if you're holding a ball of grapefruit underneath your chin. Then you can just let your gaze go towards your ankles. With the inhale breath, taking your head back up and sit tall. An exhale breath, release your hands. An inhale breath, take your arms up overhead. And then exhale, dive forward. And coming down towards the ground, however it's going to work for you. You can have your knees bent, and then you're coming forward. You do not have to come down towards the ground as much. Now see if we can have our back straight here. Drishti could be at your big toes. Inhale breath, coming out. And we can take our arms overhead again. And then the exhale breath, release. Bending through one knee and then the other knee into a reverse tabletop. Taking your hands behind your bottom, about fingers pointing towards your bottom, about 3 inches, you're going to have your fingers away from your bottom. Now again, remember this might not work for everyone because of course, wrists or shoulders here. I'm just going to show you this option. So this is where we're going to go to, when we're going to lift our pelvis. Or you can tent your fingers on the side here and draw your heart up. You can have your heels down towards the ground and then lift. So where would you like to be? Okay, so if you want to come with me, so your fingers are pointing towards your bottom, and then we draw our hips, pelvis up towards the sky for reverse tabletop, and lift your bottom up, keep lifting up higher, and then exhale, we release for everybody. Okay, taking your right foot in towards your inner thigh. Now, if you have your strap, a band, a housecoat tie, a dish towel, whatever that you have, wrap it around the bottom of your right or left foot. I'm going to hold closer to my foot and then hold on to my strap with an inhale breath, lift up, and then exhale breath. I can walk my hands a little bit down on my strap and fold up and over top of my left leg. Let your exhale breath help you to soften, to release. With your inhale breath, make your way back up. And then exhale breath. We release and then into the other side. So the same thing. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold forward over top of the right leg. Inhale breath, make your way back up. And the exhale breath, we release. Release your strap. And then just put it over to the side. Take both legs forward and then just give them a little punch like this. One more time. Okay, now preventing osteoporosis, always important. We're always trying to make our bones nice and strong. So if, because people say, oh yes, jump, but you don't have to. You can just bang your bones like this. Go into the outside and the inside, and that is going to work for you. And now let's do a little bit of a brush. So we're going to come from the upper part of our legs, and we're going to slide down towards our feet and then out through our toes. Do that 2 more times. Brush your legs, go down and then brush. Release. We're going to get rid of all the negative energy. Take it away and your toes, and we release. You can do that yourself too, and let your shoulders soften. Coming into butterfly, taking your feet together here for butterfly. Butterfly at first, I'd like us to all come into a nice straight spine, sitting up nice and tall here. And then when you make your way down, same thing. So straight spine, inhale, come up. Exhale, fold forward. Do not worry about it. Breathe on your elbows into your inner thighs. Exhale, breath, release. Soften. Inhale, breath, and we can back up. Now exhale, breath. Open your feet up like a book. Exhale, breath, come down again. And here you can round through the spine. You can bring your arms forward too. You can just let it go and let the head hang. We're going to get a deeper fold in towards our lower back. Inhale, breath, making your way back up. Take those legs one at a time forward. Crossing your right leg up and over top of the left leg. Take your right hand down. Now you can tent those fingers. Sit it nice and tall. With an inhale, take your left arm up. Exhale, take your elbow onto the outside or your hand onto the outside. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist, rotate towards the right side, looking over your shoulder. With an inhale breath, sit up taller. Exhale breath, twist a little bit deeper. Left toes are pointing towards the sky. With the exhale breath, come out of the twist. We release and then into our other side. Take your left leg up and cross over. Okay. Inhale, sweep your right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, take your elbow or your hand onto the outside of the knee. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist towards the left. Exhale, breath, come out of the twist. Out, take both legs forward and just give them a shake on the ground. Take your legs into a V. You can face me, or they're just you're forward facing. With an inhale breath, sit up tall. Hands go behind your bottom just to help keep your back straight. And then exhale forward. And now you notice not coming down very far right now. Just want to make sure that my back is straight. I'm going to bring my hands right in front. With an inhale, you can sit up a little bit taller, and then exhale, fold a little bit deeper. And let ourselves soften. Inhale, breath. Make your way back up. Exhale, bend one knee, and then the other knee. We roll over to our side, and then roll over to your back. We open up through our hips a little bit more here. A little bit different. Coming into figure four, so knees are bent. Press your right ankle over top of the left knee. Figure four, wrap your hands, the right needle around that left leg. You can pick your foot off the floor, you can just fold that foot down. Now I'm flexing both feet. It's going to help take pressure off of my knees. I can take my left leg up, so straight, just a little bit differently, maybe that you would feel it. And try it, see if you like it. With the exhale breath, coming out, comes back down, uncrossing the ankle, down to the other side, cross your left ankle over top of the right knee. Okay, you can hold here, or you're wrapping your hands around the right leg, but comes off the floor, bigger core. Now, would you like to flex your feet? Would you like to have your right shin parallel to the ground? You can place your left hand on the inside of the left knee. Taking your foot back down to the ground. Take your left foot down. Okay. Let the shoulders soften. Into our bridge pose next. If you're not sure what bridge pose is, please watch me first. We never look around when we're in bridge pose. So you're going to bring your arms, palms down by the side of your body. If you can touch your heels, that's a good distance that your heels are away from your bottom. Now we draw our pelvis up towards the sky. You can take your hands underneath of your hips and hold them for support. Or you're going to walk your shoulders under, intertwine your fingers, and then hold bridge. The pressure goes into the backs of your arms, your shoulders, your backs, your arms, not pressing down into our head, keeping your knees forward, checking to see if they're turning out to the side. Now coming out of bridge, release your hand, and then taking your pelvis down towards the ground. Take one knee, other knee into the chest. Bring your knees up and over to the right side. Into a twist here. Arms in line with your shoulders. You can have your arms straight or the elbows bent. Turn your head the opposite way of the knees. We let our breath soften. We still have our Ujjayi breath. We're going to have a softer Ujjayi breath here. Bring your head back to the center. And then legs, knees come back to the center. And we bring our legs up and over to the other side. Again, our arms in line with the shoulders. Turn your head the opposite way of the knees. Bringing your head back towards center. Knees coming back towards the center. How about happy baby? Okay, bring your knees to your armpits and then turn them out to your armpits. Hold on to your ankles or outside edges of your feet or big toes with peace fingers. Now, maybe you feel this a little bit opening into the hips. How about if we do a little rocking side to side? And then we find our center and we let our pelvis settle down into the ground a little bit more. So just let the legs soften. Breathe. And closing, bringing your knees in towards the chest. Bring your legs up. Point and flex the feet. Open up the legs into a V. Bring your legs back. Cross your right leg over top of the left. They can hold onto the ankles. And we release. Open up your legs into a V again. And cross your left leg up and over top of the right. And you can hold onto your ankles. Pull down. And then release. Now bending through the knees, your knees coming into your chest. Take one foot down and then the other foot. This is our time now that we're getting ready for Shavasana. Shavasana may be lying down on the ground. You could have your knees bent. You could have your legs straight. So you're bringing your right ankle to the right part of your mat, left ankle to the left part of your mat. Now, the arms, if you would like to be a little bit more open here, it does create a little bit more vulnerability. So we notice that. But your arms can be by the side, and then you can bring your arms away from the body. So you're a little bit more open. Now, before you come into that resting pose, maybe you want to also put a blanket over. You could also have legs up the wall. Remember the option of having your knees bent, because it will take pressure off of your lower back if that is what you need right now. So always having those nice options for yourself. I'm just going to change my camera view as you're coming in, as you're starting to settle. And coming back where that you can just hear my voice in Shavasana. We close our eyes and we let our eye sockets be heavy. Lips part, facial muscles soften. Let your neck release. Shoulders soften and melt. Let go. We let our thoughts pass one by one. We drift. I will call you back when it is time. Slowly starting to come back to me. Keeping this calm energy as you start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. We notice our breath. We notice the softness all around us. A feeling of ease. If you are lying down on the ground, bending one knee and then the other knee, taking your right arm overhead and rolling over to your right side to fetal, and take a moment here. Now we push ourselves up and come into a comfortable position for ourselves. Could be cross-legged, be sitting on something, be sitting on your heels, or block. Placing your hands to your heart center. You close your eyes again. Let your shoulders be soft. Your mind be calm, gentle, and at ease. We open up our eyes. Thank you very much for joining me, sharing your practice. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.